Hello students, myself Dr. Narendra Rally. I'm here to explain you on the concepts of management accountancy unit 3. Management accountancy unit 3 contains the following topics: costing, budget and budgetary control, marginal costing. In this in this costing you have nature, importance and basic principles. In budget and budgetary control you have again nature, scope, importance, method of finalizing the master budgets and functional budgets. In marginal costing you have again nature, scope and its importance, construction of break even chart, limitations and uses of break even chart, practical application of marginal costing with numerical problems. um, before going into discuss the costing and in this video let us refrain ourselves to discuss the concepts of costing, nature, importance and basic principles. Before going into that, I just want to let you know the scope of management accounting, the scope of management accountancy. Let us now shift for no I'll just open a whiteboard for you. Yeah, scope of management accountancy. If this no management accountancy is concerned with presentation of accounting information in the most useful way for management. It is that much simple as the word it is. It is the presentation of accounting information that is most which is most useful for the management. Therefore, the major scope is quite vast and includes within its fold almost all aspects of business operations. However, maybe only few areas can be rightly be identified as falling within the ambit of management accounting. What am I going to say is the scope of management accounting. The scope of management accounting. The scope of management accounting you have financial accounting, you have cost accounting, you have revaluation accounting, you have budgetary control, and you also have inventory control. Financial accounting is management accounting is mainly concerned with rearrangement of information. You all did that P&L account, balance sheet, and all in the first and two units. So that comes under financial accounting. And now you will be able to know in this chapter about cost accounting and revaluation accounting. Company has some capital, company has some capital with it, so that changes in that capital changes in that capital, how much capital is required, how much is changed, what is that discrepancy, these are all related to revaluation accounting. And the next one is budgetary control. What is this budgetary control? For in order to expend something, we all used to have a budget. Future budget is for future, India budget 2020, like that. So what is this budget actually? Budget is prediction of future numbers. Budget is prediction of future numbers, how much cost, I know how much cost it will take in future, like that for a company. And the inventory control, you all know raw materials, work in progress, and then finished goods. So management of inventory control comes under the scope of managerial economics, sorry, scope of management accounting. Okay, let's come into this part. So in this part, as discussed, we will be dealing with important costing. What is this Introduction to costing. The first one is introduction to costing. What do you mean by costing? The cost, no, before that, say the call, let us know what is cost, the role of cost and its information system. The cost information system plays an important role in every organization. So, within the decision making process, an important task of management is to ensure the control over operations, processes, activity, sectors, and not ultimately on costs. Although, in reaching the goals of an organization, many control systems like production control, quality control, stocks control, inventory control, etc., the cost information system is important because it monitors the result of others. See, everything revolves around money. Everything revolves around money. So, in such cases, so if there is a proper control over cost, that is cost control, we will be having or we will obtain profits. So therefore, in modern age, although the determination of profitability has always been the root cause of all commercial activities, still cost accounting has made a place for itself as companies have come to realize that calculation and control over the cost is necessary. The term cost accounting or cost accountancy includes costing and cost accounting. Or let it be the cost account or or let it be the cost accounting or let it be the cost. All are included in cost accountancy. All are included in cost accountancy. It serves as an essential tool for the management for decision making. Its purposes are cost control and its purposes are cost control and profitability ascertainment. It serves as an essential tool for management for decision making. It is important to understand that the terms cost, costing, cost accounting, and cost accountancy, which are normally used interchangeably, are not synonyms of each other. The difference can be understood as follows. What is this cost? Cost, it is sacrificed resource to obtain something. The amount of expenditure incurred to a given thing. To be simple, the amount of expenditure incurred for a given thing, that is known as cost. Now, what is this costing? Costing, it is now the process of ascertaining costs. And then what is this? And then what is this cost accounting? It is the process of accounting for costs. It is the process of accounting for costs. And finally, what is this cost accountancy? When all these earlier activities are processes, only this activity is practice. What practice? The practice of costing and cost accounting. The practice of costing and cost accounting is known as cost accountancy. So please know the difference in audience. Added to this, I would like to I would like to let you know that added to this I would like to let you know that cost accountancy includes costing as well as cost accounting. Cost accountancy includes costing as well as cost accounting. So, cost is defined as the amount of expenditure incurred. Costing is the ascertainment of costs and all. What is this nature of costing? No, before going to the nature, let us discuss the objectives of a cost accounting. What are the objectives of cost accounting? To to maintain cost of production, to determine the selling price for the products, and then to report any inefficiencies to management, provide actual costs for comparison, presentation of comparative cost data, ascertaining profitability, formulation and implementation of incentive bonus plans, preparation of budget and implementation of budgetary control, and to organize cost reduction programs. What is this? What are the objectives now? To know cost of production, to determine the selling price, report any inefficiencies. Inefficiencies may come in many ways. Inefficiencies may come in many ways. So, or report all such inefficiencies to the management, provide actual cost for comparison, and present data for the cost. What actual costs are compared with what? Budget costs. Assert and presentation of comparative cost data is there. And the next one is ascertaining the profitability. Formulation and implementation of incentive. Implementation of incentive bonus plans. Yes. How is this? How is this one be one of the objective of cost accounting? Listen. Formulation and implementation of incentive bonus plans are like no, they'll be identified and they'll be motivated to who all do the production fast with accuracy. They'll be giving an incentive bonus today. So that is like motivational factor, extrinsic motivational factor to have implement the incentive bonus plans, preparation of budgets and implementation of budgetary control, and to organize cost reduction programs, to organize cost reduction programs. Advantages and significance, sorry, nature of costing. Here the nature of costing can be understood in the following 4 points. Cost accounting is a branch of knowledge. Cost accounting is a branch of knowledge. It is science, it is an art as well as it is a profession. Cost accounting is a branch of knowledge. Though considered as a branch of final accounts, cost accounting is one of the important branch of knowledge. that is a discipline by itself. It is an organized body of knowledge consisting of its own principles, concepts, and conventions. These principles and rules vary from industry to industry. And the next one is cost accounting is a science. Cost accounting is a science as it is a body of systematic knowledge relating to only products, only cost accounting, but related to a wide variety of subjects. Cost accounting is an art. Like in the earlier point, we discussed cost accounting as a science. Cost accounting is also an art. It is an art in the sense it requires the ability and skill on the part of cost accountant is applying the principles, methods, and techniques of cost accountancy to various management problems. Cost accounting is a profession. CMA, Cost and Management Accountants. ICMA, formerly ICWAI, Institute of Cost and Works Association of India. Now Institute of Cost and now the latest name is. So in recent years cost accounting has become one of the important professions which have become more challenging. The view is evident from two facts. The first, the setting of various professional bodies, and the second one is enrollment into these to obtain costing degrees and memberships for earning their livelihood. Importance of costing. It discloses profitable and unprofitable activities. Cost accounting discloses the profitable and unprofitable activities, and on this basis, steps can be taken to eliminate or reduce those activities from which little or no benefit is obtained. Measuring efficiency. It enables concern to measure the efficiency and then to maintain improve it. This is done with the help of valuable data made available for the purpose of comparison. Making estimates. Cost accounting provides information upon which estimates and tenders are based in case of big contracts or jobs. Quotations cannot be given unless the cost of completing the contracts can be found out. Guides in future production. It explains the costs incurred and profit made in various lines of businesses and processes and thereby provides the data on the basis of which production can be approached, planned like that, and helps in increasing profits. It helps in increasing profits by disclosing the sources of loss or waste. Helps in cost comparison. Cost accounting furnishes reliable data for comparing costs from different periods for different volumes of data in different departments and their processes. Basic principles of costing. It has cause effect relationship. Cause effect relationship should be established. Cause effect relationship should be established for each item of cost. Each item of cost should be related to its cause as minutely as possible, and the effect of the same on various departments should be ascertained. అంటే కాజ్ అండ్ ఎఫెక్ట్ ఏదైనా కాజ్ ఉంటేనే కాస్ట్ అనేది ఇన్కర్ అవుతుంది. Charge of cost only after its incurrence. Unit cost should include only those costs which have actually incurred. Past costs should not form part of future costs. Past costs which could not be recovered in past should not be recovered from future costs, as it will not only affect the true results of future period but will also distort in the other statements. Principles of double entry should be followed. What is the principles of double entry? For every debit there is a equal and opposite credit. So like that, the accounting also should follow double entry principles. And this is your scope or functions of accounting. It classifies the costs. It the cost records, cost allocation, cost determination, cost control, comparison, cost reporting, reduction, analysis, and audit. All these are all the scopes of cost accounting. Classification of costs. There are different types of costs, like for every type there is a classification. Cost recording, no, just like we are doing accounting, recording the costs, allocation, determination, control, comparison. These are all the, you can say it as a scope or functions. Thank you.